What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So, man, finally, we're about to jump back on this hard body. This thing's been sitting over here for like 8 months, man. It's been a long time. I can't believe, well, actually, it is starting to set up a little bit of rust on it there now. But it's been sitting out here a long freaking time. I would figure there'd be rust all over the place. Like, see some of this metal right here? None of that's rusted. So we still got a lot of stuff to do to this, man. I ordered the paint last night. It's going to be a super cool color, man. I can't wait to show you guys what color this thing is going to be. Also, I spoke to Travis over at Air Slam It. Man, I think he might be hooking us up with some air ride stuff. I wasn't going to do airbags on this. I was just going to paint it, get it fixed up, and resell it because I need to make some money back. We got these trucks all over the place out here, man, and I need to get some money back. But he said he might send me an air ride setup. So if he does, dude, we're going to hook it up on this and we're going to bag her. This will be the first hard body that I've bagged. Pretty excited to try it, actually. As you can see, man, we've done all kinds of body work already. That whole hood's gonna come off, that way right there. Whole hood's gonna come off. I got a brand new hood for that, so we don't even have to worry about the body work on that. The windshield washer little holes, I am gonna weld those up. And then also back here at the tailgate, after doing all this dang work to this thing, I ordered a new tailgate. So we got a brand new one we're gonna slap on there. I got the little reverse flip kit. I don't know if you guys remember. It's been a super long time since we've been working on this truck. But we're going to remove this right here and put it on the new tailgate. And there's probably going to be a hole we're going to have to shave like that on the new tailgate to get rid of that. Got the roll pan down there. I'm not sure if I like how that looks, man. It's kind of like tucked up in there and makes the ass end look like shorter. If we get a regular bumper and put it on there, I think it'll sit a little bit lower, look a little bit better. Still got to pick up some wheels for this thing. But shoot, I don't even know if it's going to start, man. It has been sitting here a long time. And I got to looking around for the keys for it yesterday. I reckon the keys have been sitting in this thing since last summer. All right, let's fire it up and see if it'll come on. Here's some beeping, so battery isn't dead. Sounds a little weak. Oh, fired up though. Oh, she fired up, baby. She came to life. Nice. Don't sound too bad. Yeah, you can see we got our strip down in here. It's dang near ready for paint, man. We were gonna, whenever I pulled it over here to the side, I had to jump on another project. We had most of the body work done, so it's not far from paint. But if we're gonna be doing some bag stuff, I'm not going to paint it just right away then because I don't want to mess up that cool paint that we're getting, because we will have to cut out some stuff to cut and do some welding, some stuff to bag this thing. I'm going to let her warm up for just a minute because it's been sitting out here, and then we'll pull her on into the shop. And I think the project for today is we're going to get the hood, got the hood in over there, the hood and the tailgate sitting up in there. We're going to get it out and get it set on some sawhorses up in the shop and go ahead and probably weld that little patch panel on the back of the tailgate and fill in the windshield washer holes on the hood. We had already done that to this hood already, but we're not going to use this hood. And then I'm not sure if we're going to weld those in or just get some new panels and throw over it. And then we're going to shave the antenna hole too. The door handles there, and man, I think I might have bought a kit that we can shave those with. I think I might have bought the kit. I don't remember. So I'm not really sure what all we're going to do to this thing, man. Not really sure, but it's up next in the shop. We're just going to tear into it and have some fun and see what happens. I think she's probably warmed up enough now to pull on in there, so let's get her in the shop. We got a low fuel light on in here. We might want to get some gas. It does got quite the little tick to it. It didn't have that before. The engine runs and shit. Everything runs and shifts really good on this truck. We got it running really good before we tore into it. Got the cool little CD player down there. Old school Panasonic with the dolphins and the race cars and Nemo. I don't think you can see it because the way the sun's shining. You know, these windows rattling. We got all the weather stripping and whatever the heck you call that stuff. We got all that pulled out everywhere, so all the dang windows are rattling. It's rattly as heck in here right now. But dang, man, that engine sounds so good and smooth. And that glass sounds like it's about to fall out. Dude, I am excited about getting this one back into the shop. Oh, we scraping, baby. Heck yeah. Low rider. All right. Man, we got new door speakers in. I forgot I bought a lot of stuff for this a while back. Brand new door speakers. We've got a system to go in this thing. Oh, yeah, we took the headlights out. We got really cool headlights in this thing, you know, with the halos that change colors. So we're going to get, I think, let me turn this thing off. I think we're going to get the Phantom grill for it. Dude, I'd love to, depending on the budget, and I'd love to do the tilt bed on it. You know, not a dancing bed with the Z-rack or none of that, but just maybe put some airbags in the back, do a little tilt bed on it. It'd be kind of cool. Here she is back in the shop. I can't believe I spent so much time on this dang hood. in that tailgate when I could have just swapped it out. All right, so I'm gonna run out to the other shop and get that hood and that tailgate, and we'll probably get them set up right here, I guess. Man, is that some animal poop? Some animal poop in my shop. Dang, man. All right, got the new hood opened and set up there, and I'm a freaking idiot, man. That thing looks freaking perfect. And I've been in here sanding on this one and beating on this one. I worked on this thing for days. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But now we got that one, and dude, she's smooth as eggs. We are gonna fill in these little washer fluid holes right there. We'll just tack weld on those and pull some body filler on it, and that's all we have to do to the hood right there. We have the tailgate set up over there. After I get these filled in right here, we'll set up the tailgate and get it filled in too. Oh, wow, dude, that thing's sharp. It just sliced my finger open, dude. Man, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Or actually, probably don't want to show you because it's gross, but it laid me open right there on my finger. Opened it up. Sheesh, be careful with that metal. Yikes. Boom, and that's how you ruin a perfectly good hood. All right, I've got these little small pieces of metal right here. We're gonna come in from underneath and push it up against the bottom of that hole right there. And I've got a magnet on the bottom so I can hold it up. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So see, that's our little piece of metal, and I've got it from the back side, and I've got, see, a magnet on there. So you push it up, fill that in right there, and then we'll hit it with some weld, fill it in with some body filler, and that'll be good to go, man. And then I've just got a wet, cold rag right here, hopefully to try to keep that metal from warping some. We got our air hose. All right, I think that'll be good enough on that one, man. Let's take the grinder and grind that down and see how it's gonna look. I'm not a body man, guys, so some of you guys don't beat me up over this if I'm not doing it the right way. I'm just pull it in the shop and, man, try to make it happen, try to make it look a little cool and see if it works. Sometimes it does. Most of the time it does. So if you're not a body guy either, man, don't be afraid to just dig in sometimes, hit some stuff with some weld, hit it with some body filler. Heck, we can't mess it up. All right, I'm gonna take my little grinder and see if we can make this look better. Dude, that turned out perfect, man. Look at those. Really don't even need any body filler on that. I bet that primer, the filler primer, will fill that right in. This one right here, tiny little hole right there. I reckon we'll pull just a little bit of body filler just over these edges right here and right there and sand that down. And man, that'll be perfect and ready to go. Now I'm actually jumped on this over here for the antenna. Delete, same thing, got a little piece of metal right there, dropped it from the inside. Got the magnet holding it up, and we'll just get that welded in place. Same thing, man, like that right there, boom. Same thing as over there, gonna make it look great. So I'll jump back in and show you guys what that looks like here in a minute. All right, we've got a good start to that, and man, being my first time, I'm not too familiar with most of the stuff. What I probably should have done was made that chunk of metal the exact same size as that instead of pulling it up from the bottom. It worked good over there because that stuff was such a small circle. I could fill all that up with weld and grind it down, but I don't want to keep packing weld and weld and weld over this right here and get all that hot. So it's in there pretty solid, man. We'll pull a little bit of body filler over that right there, fill in that part. It'd be good. And then I also, you see, I took off the hood here and we got that cowl off right there. I want to fill in where the little plastic vents went right there. So we took that off. Pretty easy to come off, dude. 2 bolts here and 2 up under this right here. And that whole thing just comes right out. And I have started with a little piece of poster board here. Started cutting that out, and I think I've got something that's going to work for that. So we're going to take that over there to the metal I've got set up and cut that out and come back over here and see how she's going to fit. And if it works good, then we'll apply it to that side, get that welded in around the edge, pull some body filler on that. Man, that's going to look awesome. All right, man, UPS just came and dropped off the paint. So that mystery color is in the box right there, you guys. I'll show you guys in a few days what that color is going to be, but I'm excited for it, man. It's going to look really cool on here. All right, let's get back to cutting this metal here. We about got that piece fit in pretty good. I've been having to trim it and trim it a little bit here and there to get it to fit up in there, but we've almost got it, man. All righty, a little update. This is what I got going on. You can see our piece of metal right here is fitting in smooth as eggs. So I'm just going to go around and tack weld that in a little bit. And we'll have to pull a little bit of body filler on that, but it's turning out all right, man. That's going to look awesome. We got to do this side. I think I'll be able to use the same template that I cut out from that one. Just flip it around to do that side. And dang, dude, that's going to look all right. Okay, let's keep working. All right, that first one there is just kind of tacked in place. We went ahead and cut out the second one. It's lining up pretty good as well. I got to trim down here just a little bit. It's lining up pretty dang good, man. We'll get that one tacked in, get it all welded up, and then we'll put some body filler across that whole thing right there. And dude, I think that's going to look awesome. I think that'll turn out good enough for us. Guys, we are rolling right along, man. We have got a lot of stuff done. You can see we already got those panels done. And I went ahead and pulled some body filler across that right there. And I think that's going to look all right, dude. That is the first coat. I just smeared it on real thick on there. And again, I'm not a body guy. I'm just going with the flow, man. I'm just smearing the stuff and going to sand the heck out of it. And hopefully it turns out pretty decent. We got that little spot right there too, where the antenna was. And I went ahead and pulled out the tailgate. This is the new tailgate. As you can probably guess, man, it came gutted. It don't come with any of the latches or any of that stuff. So I'm going to run onto the back here, take off that tailgate, set it up here with this one on the sawhorses. I'm just going to swap all the internal stuff from one over to the other. And then we'll flip it around and you can see where it goes through right there on the other side. We got to weld in that panel too, like we did that one. So she's nice and shaved from the rear end. But that's what we've got going on right now. Let's see. Yeah, that stuff up there turned out pretty good. So I guess I'm going to set down the camera. We're going to pull off this tailgate, set it up, and start ripping the crap out of it. One thing I don't really like about that new tailgate is it doesn't say Nissan on it. I kind of think that I like the Nissan where it's, you know, built into the tailgate. I thought about cutting that out and putting it in that one, but man, that's a lot of freaking work just for that. And heck, the other one might be kind of cool not saying Nissan. It's kind of like a shaved look, you know? All right, so this should come out pretty easy. Oh, yeah. All right, I guess we're going to learn how the inside of a tailgate works today. I've never had to rip out all those latches before. You can see they already shaved the old handle hole. So we'll just do that again, man. It was not hard at all to do. Golly, man, this thing really doesn't come with anything. See, even the little piece on the end right there that slides into the thing to make it swivel, that's not even attached. So we got to take off everything. This is that's a little kit that I bought. It's rusted all to heck, man. I guess we'll sand that down, hit it with some black primer or something before we put it back on this time. Okay, so I guess we're just going to grab some tools and start tearing some stuff apart and then putting it back together. So we're going to get probably a 10 and a 13. Nope, not a 13 and not a 10. Okay, I brought them all this time. It's going to be a 14 for that and 12 for that. Cool, I'll throw these back in the toolbox. Oh, wow, man, that's not hard at all, guys. Let me bring the camera in and show you. All right, I've never tore into one of these before, and if you haven't either, then you know you got your two little latches right here that hook to the inside of this, and then from there, man, there was two 11 millimeters on the side that hook to this little latch, and it just comes right out like this, dude. Just one rod like that. Pretty simple. It looks like we'll just slide this one right in there. Dude, that's not bad at all. This bolt went into the top. I'm not sure if you guys can see on this one. There you go. That's a little better for you. Into the top there. And this one had a bunch of washers and stuff with it. Boom. I think that got that side. We need to do that one, and we're pretty much done with that. Oh, dang, man. That little alternator down there got my ankle bone right there. I ripped the skin off of it. All right, man. Dang, that hurt. Swap out this one, and that's easy enough. All right, pretty simple, man. I think we can get rid of this other tailgate, and I'm going to pop this off, clean that up, paint it, and I'll probably scuff that down, hit that with some black paint too. Yeah, that thing's gross. Look at that. Let's go clean that up. Yeah, look at that. That's much better. Got it cleaned up. Let's go hit it with some primer and some black paint. So just that easy. We got that piece right there cut out. Traced it out of cardboard, poster board, just like all of them. Traced it out, and she fits in there perfect. Oh, fits in there perfect. So we're going to clean up this right here, get that welded in, pull some filler on that. It should be all cleaned up. And man, look at that dang dent. This is the first time I've actually pulled this tailgate out, was today. And I've been seeing it upside down just like you guys, you know, for the first time when I flipped it around. And now that I'm looking at it in the right light, there's one there too. Son of a guns, man. Look, a little something right there. What's this? Man, I've been having all kinds of people drive by today revving up at me. It's a nice day. Everybody's out there cruising. It's Friday. Ain't got no job. Ain't got nothing else to do. Dude, I hear them. They're getting on it up the road. Heck yeah. So yeah, we're going to clean up around that spot and over there and a couple other spots and get that welded in. We are rolling right along. Got a little bit of mud on that hood right there too. It didn't take much for those tiny little spots we hit up. And man, I'm glad that thing didn't have a bunch of dents in it like that dang tailgate. But we got the tailgate looking pretty good. I've got that piece welded in as you see, and we got some body filler went ahead and pulled across that little dent, that dent. Everything else looks pretty good. We're gonna let that settle up. I got to run to the AutoZone and get some shocks for one of those Crown Vic shock mounts and some black paint. So we're gonna run to AutoZone, get some of that stuff, let this harden up, and then I don't know, man. That might wrap it up for today. It is Friday. It's almost 4 o'clock. By the time I get back from AutoZone, man, it's gonna be the end of the day. So I'll probably catch you guys back here tomorrow. All right, guys, we got that hood on there, man, and that thing looks awesome on there. Besides the color, looks so much better than that other one. Very little body work to do to this one. Just hit that right there with the block, sand that down, make it smooth as eggs. Hit all this right here. That's gonna be looking all right, dude. Okay, now let's hurry up and get this tailgate. I need to flip it over and put that handle back on. We'll slap this thing on there and we'll be able to ride it out. Heck yeah, man, we got that slapped on there. Little bit of body work to do on this one in those few spots. And man, that thing fit up perfectly. Look at that. We got our little handle inside. Pull that, boom, she goes down. Back up, works good. That's gonna save us a lot of time not having to do all the body work like we did on that. Look at that thing, man. I still had a lot of work to do on that, especially with me not being a body work kind of guy, man. That would have took me forever to get that looking decent. Not much left to do. I did, you know, shave these right here. So I've got the work to do to that. There was a dent in here. I've done that and a few little dents here and there. And across the top, you can see all those little spots were kind of like dinged in. So I'm hoping to make that look better. Side of the bed here looks really good. The actual bed itself is like in mint condition, dude. No rust. This is a nice truck. Very nice truck. Over here, a couple little dents here and there. Same thing as the other side. We had a little dent there, but man, this side right here was almost, it's perfect. I think there's a little bit of hail damage on the roof. That's one of the reasons why we got rid of that hood. So we may have to go through there and pull a skim coat or something. I don't know. We'll get that figured out. But she's coming along perfectly, man. That right there looks really good too. So, all right, what are we going to do next? Let's find something to do next. Phew, I'm running slow as heck this morning. It's Monday morning. Welcome back to work, guys. Hope y'all had a good weekend, man. I had an awesome weekend. Had a bunch of friends show up. I'm not sure if you guys watched the video the Saturday at Rad Fabz. If you didn't, go check it out, man. We had a pretty cool time. Lots of burnouts here at the shop. So yeah, we had to get the hard body out of the shop so we could get, we did a little bit of work on Corey's truck and Chucky's truck, so we had to get it out of the way. I think I threw in some clips of us slapping on the hood and the tailgate. We had to hurry up and get it out of the shop, man, so I just slapped it on real quick. So I'll try those. I think I threw those clips in. We'll see. If I did, well then, yeah, you already saw them. But we need to go ahead and get the hard body back up into the shop so we can jump back on it. I'm not sure where we even left off. Let's just go out there and grab it and pull it back up in the shop and see where we're at on it. Man, that new hood fit on there perfectly, dude. Looks so much better too. I can't wait to get some better wheels on this thing, man. Those just, it's hard to tell that it's even lower down any with those on there because that tire's so fat. Let's hop in and get her on back in the shop. Yeah, she fires right up, man. This thing is, it's a nice little truck. Headliner is like freaking mint in this thing. You see this? The interior's really good in this truck. It's a little up there on the miles. Well, not, I mean, it's at 203. I've seen worse. But in pretty decent condition to be at 203. Like these seats just need a good cleaning. The dash is not bad except for that. And I actually did that myself, man. There was like that bubble was there. And I thought this was softer. I went to push it down. Yeah, see, now it wants to push in. But when I did it that day, it just chunked the whole damn dash out right there. But we're going to do something different with that, I think. Oh, we got a low gas light on. Probably better pick up some petro pretty soon. Hang This glass is rattly as heck without them weather pieces on there. The weather stripping, I got those brand new. They're just sitting in the other shop waiting for us to paint. Oh, here goes the scraping. Right there. All right, we made it in. Nice. Actually, I better leave it in neutral in case we need to roll it around some. All right, I think that turned out pretty good, man. For my first time doing that, I think once we pull that all nice and smooth, that'll look all right. We got this little edge right here where it bent down. You seen we had the metal bend over. We'll just clean that up. Probably have to put more mud on there a couple times, I guess, to clean up that edge so it looks perfect all the way. We really only got to make sure we're good from there to there, which isn't too bad. It's about, I don't know, man, maybe a foot right there on both sides. But it doesn't look terrible. I need to order some more of this weather stripping that goes around the window too. This one looks like crap. We're going to get this piece, that piece, and yeah, the whole kit except for this bottom. We don't need that one. I'm going to paint that black though. I don't like the chrome. And the pieces that I'm ordering, heck, man, it's hard as heck to find the chrome for that. And really, I don't want chrome. So we're going to paint that piece black to match the new pieces coming in. I'm not even sure where to start at this morning, man. Let's see. I think, man, I might just jump on some sanding. I might sand this down here, start sanding on that and this little piece, and maybe going over the body. And I think we might need to hit this. I have to get Pud to come over here and help me with some of this body work, man. He's more of a body guy, and he could probably show me some way faster ways to do this so that I'm not in here sanding this same stuff like 7 or 8 times back to back to back. Okay, so I'm going to quit talking, grab some sandpaper, and probably going to pull this hood back off. We just really slapped it on real quick to get it out of here the other day. Probably going to pull that back off. That way I can work on this edge real good. All right, I'm sure some of you dudes are going to be cracking up at me for not doing this right, but I don't do body work all the time, so, man, I'm pretty new to this. I just watch a couple YouTube videos like you dudes do and just try to figure it out, man. I think we're probably going to hit it with some 80 grit first to knock this heavy stuff down, and then come back with some 180, I think is what I read, something like that. So if I'm wrong, you guys go ahead and laugh at me, but put in the comments what I should be doing to make it easy and make it right. We'll hunt through the old sandpaper box here. Find us some, oh yeah, we got some 320 here. Let's see, we got some 80, we got some 180. I got all kinds of sandpaper in this thing, man. I'm prepared for anything. Here's 400. I don't think anything's in there. I think I just got the 400 box, which that's not gonna sand anything down. All right, I grabbed a little bit of water and some 80 grit here. Dang, that'll freaking get your arm wore out, buddy. I'm not used to going that many strokes with the one arm at one time. This is actually kind of turning out all right looking right here. Obviously, it still needs a lot more work, but for our first pass on it, and me not really knowing what the heck I'm doing. All right, I'm feeling like maybe just one tight skim coat back across this right here. We'll probably have it done. It feels really smooth and it's looking good. All right, I went ahead and whipped that thing around. That way I could get the hose up in here. That little bottle of water that I was using, man, I was gonna have to fill that thing up like 1,000 times today. So got the water hose, and dude, this is turning out pretty good. It's a loud truck. Turning out pretty good for my first time, or just first pass on it, you know, hitting it with some sandpaper. This edge right here is looking pretty good all the way down. See that? That's how it started before. Look at this side. See how gross that looks? That's how it started, and this is how it's turning out. And I decided to go ahead and leave the hood on it for now because it's helping me watch that little reveal right there and get my edge. I just popped it up and we were able to get that inside seam right here. And we got that looking pretty good too. Hit it with a little bit more mud and then pull it clean. And again, that's how it started. Cleaning that edge up pretty good right there, man. That looks all right. Heck yeah. So we're going to go ahead and sand this one down. And you can see here, I think I went a little too deep on that. We'll pull another little skim coat across that. And then we'll hit this right here and just focus on this front today and get, while we've got it setting like this, get it all sanded down and good. Yeah, this little paint stick is really helping out, man. You can get close up to these edges. I can turn it sideways and get up inside there. So I like that. I can't remember what video I saw that on, but really good tip. I've been using these paint sticks ever since then. Okay, y'all see I got another coat on that, just a nice little tight skim coat on there just to fill that in. I think that'll be all right, and then we'll hit it with some softer grit sandpaper and then hit it with some primer and see how that's going to look. I went ahead and pulled another skim coat on this, and I went further, you know, you can see this time on both sides, kind of spread that across. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, man, but I don't have nobody here to teach me. I don't know what to do, so I'm just learning on my own, man. I'm learning with you guys, so you're going to see if I mess up or if it turns out all right. And so far, I think it's turning out all right, man. This ain't going to be no dang $100,000 show truck. This is going to be a cool little mini truck just to cruise around town in, so it don't have to be fantastic. We pulled one more tight little skim coat across that too, and hit up these little edges, this one and the one on the other side, focusing on this front end today. I'd like to hopefully get all this sanded down, maybe hit it with some primer today, that and that hood, and just see how our body lines and stuff, or all of our little edges are going to look. And then we also got the tailgate back here, but man, that thing's looking pretty good. I like that. It's looking real clean back here. Just a couple little spots to hit on that, and then we'll go across this edge. I'm probably going to get some more mud and probably just dump a whole bunch of mud across that real thick, because I think I sanded it down too much. I think we'll just pile it on there, man, and give it a nice solid sand all the way down on both sides. That'll fix up those top rails. And really the side of the bed's good right there. The side of the door is pretty good. That mark right there was just it was a, if I can find the right spot. Yeah, right there. It was a small little dent. I got that big spot right there because I just try to pull a big spot around it, because I think that's what you're supposed to do. Every time I try to focus it down, like if I have a little dent and I try to pull just a little mud on that one dent right there, it never turns out right, man. It seems like I got to pull it way further past that spot, kind of blend that whole section in. So that's what I'm doing on this. But so far it's coming along excellent in my opinion. I can't wait to pop open that paint and show you guys what it looks like. I showed Chucky and Corey over the weekend, dude, and it looks awesome. I wasn't going to open it. I was going to wait and open it up with you guys, let y'all see my first reaction. But I think you guys are really going to like the color, dude. It's going to look awesome. I can already picture it that color. And, dude, it's going to look awesome. Okie dokie, Kathy just called me and says she's heading here for some lunch. So I'm about to clean myself up a little bit, go in there and get my bib tucked into my shirt, and just wait at the table for some lunch. And then I'll catch you guys right back out here after that, and we'll jump back into some sanding and mudding. Alrighty, guys, you saw we had Pud out here helping us, man. That is awesome. I really appreciate him. Look at all that dust, dude. He had been here knocking it out for like an hour. Dude, I really appreciate his help. That's awesome. I'm not very good at body work, and he is, man. He does that type of stuff at his job. So he gave me a few pointers, and everything's looking pretty good, man. Check this out. Look at this front cowl piece. I've got it hit with some primer, and check that out, dude. Looking awesome, man. My first time ever doing that. It turned out really dang good. That's where we shaved our, what is that? The antenna. Yeah. That's where the antenna went in. Cowl was there. And then on our hood, you know, you can see it's flashing a little. We need some more primer, but that's where the spots were, where the windshield washer stuff was. And yeah, man, we just been rolling right along. I threw some more mud right there. Again, Pud sanded dang near that whole side of the bed over there, about got it ready. And then I worked on the tailgate a little bit today. I just pulled a little bit of mud right there. I'm going to let that set for the night. I'll come out and sand that in the morning. That right there will be perfect and ready to go. Hood's almost ready to go. Man, we're getting close, guys. I'd say we probably only got maybe, I don't know. I'd say by the end of the week, this thing will probably be ready to spray it all in primer. Today's Monday. I'm going to do some more body work tomorrow. I think, like I said, by Friday, we should be able to spray this whole thing in primer. I'm hoping that's going to be the goal. But I'm going to be out here just sanding away, knocking out some long hours, man, for the next few days. But, dude, I'm so proud of that. I really like that. Well, okay, not too much more to talk about, man. It's just sanding. That's all we've been doing all day long, is just sanding stuff. Haven't recorded too much because it's freaking boring as heck. Covered in dust. About to run on home, shower for the evening, and have some dinner. It's almost 7, so I'm running a little late for the day. But I'll catch you guys back here in the shop tomorrow. Dude, we are making some major progress, man. Look at that tailgate. Sheesh, dude, that looks awesome, dude. Turned out all right. Heck yeah. So let's check out up here, too, on the hood. Hood's coming along really nice. We've got that all sanded down. I know that sun's shining in like a mother, and it's hard to see, but looking awesome, dude. So tailgate's pretty much wrapped up. Hood's almost wrapped up. Our cowls are almost wrapped up. And then I'm going to go ahead and I've been working on this engine bay, man. I've got it pulled out to the front. I've pressure washed it up in here. We're pulling most of the stuff off the side that we can. There's a big giant jug. Yeah, that one over there that went in right here for the windshield washer fluid. We're not going to be needing that anymore because we shaved those holes out of there. So yeah, yeah, all this stuff is loose right here. Got it all unbolted. I'm going to pull this down and I'm going to paint this stuff right here. And then I'll put that stuff back on and then we'll hit this bottom part and all that across the front. Just going to do it with some black, man. It's easy enough to do, and this ain't a dang $1 million truck. We're just going to hit it with some black. I scuffed it up with some red Scotch-Brite already and wiped it back down. So let's hit that with some black paint and see how that's going to look. I'm just going to be using this this rust barrier stuff right here from Duplicolor. Really like it. I use it on stuff all the time, man. Covers really well. It says you can paint it right over bare metal, over rust. So it's good stuff. I know black's probably not the ideal color to do in this engine bay, but it's going to be the easiest to hide stuff. I don't feel like pulling all this crap off, man. Maybe if this was going to be, you know, a show truck or something like that, we'd pull all this crap out and paint it perfect. But shoot, for right now, it's going to look good with just a little rattle can action right on the sides. Oh yeah, we went and got that Cervini hood put on yesterday too, man. Look at that. Golly, dude, that thing is looking sharp as heck like that. I love it. Super aggressive, man. All right, now let's hit this with black paint. Man, that is coming along excellent. Look at that. Looks so nice and clean up in there. I don't know how it shows up in the video, but it looks great in person. I've not hit right up in here right yet. I've got all this stuff draped down to the sides. I've got these sides right here. I've hit all that with a nice maybe 2 or 3 coats. I'm going to go to lunch and let that dry. And when we come back, we'll strap everything back up to the sides. And then we can hit these flats a little bit better right there. Make that look good. But dang, dude, perfect. It's coming along nice. Got that front right there hit up with the black too. All right, let's go grab some lunch and we'll check back in after. All right, look at that, guys. Got a coat of primer there on the tailgate. Looking pretty good. Let's run up to the front. We got a coat of primer up here on these front. What the heck do you call these things? Corner light delete panels. What the heck are these things called? Yeah, you get it. But we got a coat of primer on that. Looking awesome, dude. Let's check out this side too. Man, I'm getting a lot better at that bodywork stuff. That up there is looking great, man. Everything's blending in really well. Looking awesome. So much closer to paint. We just got to sand down a few more panels, man. Tighten up some stuff a little bit more. And she's going to be ready for that primer. Alrighty, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Man, you can see we got all kinds of stuff accomplished in this video. We got a lot of stuff shaved. Most of the body work done. And we are one step closer to getting that primer slapped on. Definitely in the next video, we'll be getting it primered out. And we'll be opening up that new color and showing you guys what color we're going to be going with on this truck. And I'm excited to show you all that color, dude. It is super cool. It's gonna look awesome, man. It goes with the 90s vibe on this truck right here. And I'm stoked to show you guys. Again, I appreciate all the love and support, man. I appreciate you guys coming and watching my boring videos. Trying my best to keep you guys entertained. But heck, man, head over to Outcast and get yourself one of these cool shirts. It's a cool shirt and it looks like Lincoln on the back. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it looks like Lincoln on the back of the shirt. So cool shirt, man. Head over to Outcast. Pick up one of them. Also, don't forget to head over to radfabz.com. Get yourself one of them cool magnets, man. We got a whole bunch of those. So make sure you pick one up, man. Throw it on the side of your truck right there. Let everybody know that you're watching Rad Fabz. And like always, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs up button anyways. Thanks for watching.